Yo, what's up, Team ImSikovit Patrick, and welcome to episode 3 of my Dream Account series. If you're looking for the other episodes, there is a link to a playlist for a series in the description below. In the last episode, at one point, a few of my skills were still level 1 as I didn't get around to training them, but I eventually did because I wanted to do Tears of Gothics, and I wanted the XP from that to go into rune crafting. So basically, the way that works is that I would have to keep rune crafting as my lowest level skill, which means I should no longer be neglecting training any skill. But the reason why I bring this up is because one of the skills that I neglected was farming, and I decided that I should get a move on that, as farming isn't a skill where I can just be like, oh, I need or want this particular level, let's go get it, because I have to plant the seeds, wait for it to grow, then I can get some XP after however much time if it doesn't get diseased or, dies. Not really the most ideal situation I want to be in if I find out, I need a particular farming level last minute, so best to start on that as soon as possible. But before I actually start training it, I am going to try to complete every quest that I can for free farm XP. I just completed Lost City, no XP reward, but it does allow me to start Fairy Tale Part 1, which is the only quest I can do at the moment that gives farming XP. This is definitely not the best quest to do with such a low farming level, because this fight against a Tanglefoot has to be done using these magic secateurs, and how good your attacks are actually based on your farming level, not necessarily your attack and strength. I do have Protect from Melee though, which prevents all damage. Alright, not such a bad fight actually, despite having only 9 farming, because I still only drank 1 dose of a prayer potion the whole fight. Fairy Tale Part 1 complete for 2000 attack XP, 1000 magic XP, giving me level 35, and most importantly 3500 farm XP, bringing me to level 20. While I'm at it, I'm actually going to go start Fairy Tale Part 2. This quest does not give farm XP, and I actually won't even be able to finish it either. I'm way off from the skill requirements, but I can do the first few steps to unlock fairy rings. And fairy rings are unlocked. Nice. Now to get back to farming quest, kind of. I have 20 farming right now, which meets a requirement of another quest I can do for farm XP, but I also need 22 cooking, which I only have 16 at the moment. I'm going to go do some cooking quest, Rag and Bowman complete for 500 prayer XP and 500 cooking XP for 17 cooking. Fishing contest complete for 2,437 fish XP and 29 fishing. I had to do fishing contest to do the Mountain Dwarf part, a recipe for disaster, who I just freed, for 1,000 Slayer XP for level 13 and 1,000 Cook XP for level 19. Unfortunately, I'm out of quests I can do for Cook XP for now, and I'm still 3 levels short, so I'm going to go cook shrimps for a remainder of those levels. There it is, 22 cooking. I am so glad I'm doing these farming quests now. So right now I'm doing the Forgettable Tale quest, and one annoying thing they included in these farming quests is that for whatever reason, certain parts of the quest have wait times. They're not long waits, it's like 5 to 20 minutes depending, but still, point is I can't just, rush through the quest to finish it if I wanted to. In this particular quest, I have to wait for these Kelda hops to grow.
20 minutes later.
Kelda hops are now grown, but I'm pretty sure they're being used to make some kind of Dwarven alcoholic drink, which means that once I get the process started on that, a few more minutes, I'm going to have to wait for it to ferment, which will take about another, 5 to 20 minutes. Yep, I was right. I gotta make this drink.
2 hours later.
Alright, the drink is made. Forgettable Tale is finally complete after all that waiting for 5,000 cooking XP and farm XP as well for 27 cooking and 26 farming. Had to do Creature of Frankenstein real quick for 1,000 Thief XP for level 30, and most importantly a Ring of Karas. This quest gives you the enchanted version of the ring, which is a really cool item because when you wear it, it gives you the ability to persuade certain NPCs to do certain things, such as reducing the price of an item or whatever. And you don't even have to finish the quest to get it. This is another one of those quests where you have to plant a bunch of things that could take a while to grow, as I mentioned earlier, but this quest is a little different. So you get a list of tasks that you have to complete, and a task can be completed in any order. Only some of the tasks requires you to grow things. So ideally, you want to get those planted first, and then start doing the other tasks in the meantime while those grow. I just finished everything else I had to do, and nothing I planted has finished growing yet. You know what's the other bad part about this other than the waiting? You can't pay a gardener to watch over your plants, so if you decide to leave them unattended, they could get diseased and die. One of my plants actually got diseased, but luckily I cured it in time because I did a quick run through to check up on them when I finished everything else.
1 eternity later.
I ended up deciding to log off after checking up on everything while they finished growing, and luckily nothing ended up dying, and I was also able to harvest everything for a little bit of farm XP as well. Oh great, more planting and waiting. At least these can't die though, that's the good thing. The plants are actually still growing right now, and I looked ahead to see what I had to do next after this, and I actually need 31 herb lore. There's no quest I can do for that, so here I am making restore potions, which is about the best thing I can do at this level, and I have to make about 130 of them to get what I need. There it is, 31 herb lore. Now let's go check on the plants. Yes, they are grown. Quest complete for 5,000 farm XP and 31 farming. Next up, what I needed the herb lore level for was Egger's Ruse. Egger's Ruse complete for 11,000 herb lore XP, taking me from 31 to 36. Obviously, Egger's Ruse did not give me farm XP. It was actually a quest requirement I needed for a different quest. I also need to do the feud, which I just completed for 15,000 Thief XP, taking me from 30 to 37. There's one last requirement I need to do for this next quest, and it's not a quest nor a skill. I'm currently doing this minigame, or whatever you want to call it, called Taibo One Eye Cleanup, where you do some tasks to help clean up the village, to get some favors and other rewards in exchange. I'm mostly focused on favors though, as I need 60% to start the quest. I ended up getting 100% instead, or at least I'm about to get 100% because it's actually AFKable, and I found other stuff to do while I did this, and the favor percentage starts dropping a bit over time, so I just want to make sure I'm still at 60% when this part becomes relevant in the quest. The quest that I'm about to do, didn't actually start it yet, is My Arm's Big Adventure, which is a quest that involves the Troll Stronghold, and I'm so annoyed right now because I just discovered the shortcut. There's a secret door that leads you directly into Troll Stronghold, not too far from the Fremenic Slayer Cave's Fairy Ring. I believe this is only the second troll quest I'm doing after unlocking Fairy Rings, the other one being Egger's Ruse, so I guess it's not too bad, but still, there was a lot of walking in that quest. Wow, so this is the final fight, and I was not prepared. This is actually my third attempt. I did not die the first 2 times, but I did come pretty close. I didn't know how to fight him. First time I used melee, which its melee attacks just hit really hard. It knocks you back and it stuns you. Second time I used magic, and it turns out it also uses range attacks, but I didn't know that, so I wasn't sure what to protect against. Also ran out of food because I only brought like half an inventory. And it's dead. Quest complete for 10k herblore XP and 5k farming for 39 herblore and 34 farming. There are currently 3 more quests in total that I can do for farm XP, but the requirements on 2 of them are a bit high, so I'm probably going to get 1 more done this episode, but jumping up in levels quickly is not going to happen much, if at all at this point, and I still need a higher farming level to complete some of those remaining quests, so before we continue with any more, I'm officially training farming. I'm going to be planting some willow trees and banana trees because trees are the easiest XP. I'm also planting in the element patches as herbs are good money, especially since I have magic secateurs. I'm doing ranars, and I did plant stuff in the other element patches as well, just for a bit more XP. I'm planting strawberries and limpworts in those, by the way. While those plants grow, I'm about to finish up 1 more farming quest right now, Enlightened Journey for 2k craft XP, 3k farming, 1.5k woodcutting, 4k fire making for 41 crafting, 39 farming, and 43 woodcutting. I think that was pretty much it for the farming quest this episode, so what I'm going to work on right now is most of Recipe for Disaster. Only parts I'm not going to do is the monkey part, Sir Amix part, and obviously the finale, as the requirements for those are also a bit high. I do hope to get the remainder of the farming quest and Recipe for Disaster done by next episode though. I was still short a few requirements, so we're going to start this off with completing Demon Slayer. I need to do Demon Slayer for Silverlight to start Shadow of the Storm. Shadow of the Storm is about to be done. This quest gives 10k XP and a combat skill of my choice, with the exception of Prayer, but I wouldn't have picked Prayer anyways. I'm choosing Range, which got me from level 20 to 30. Now I'm starting one of possibly the most annoying parts of Recipe for Disaster. That is if I didn't have a cat, like an actually grown cat, not a kitten. I'm doing Evil Days part, where you have to catch a bunch of rats, and doing it with a cat has a significantly higher success rate than a kitten. I've only ever done this with a kitten once, and it was the first time I ever did this, and let me tell you, never again. I would much rather take that 2 to 3 hours to grow a cat and find something else to do in the meantime. Alright, I got all the spices I needed to make the right stew. Evil Dave is free for 7,000 cook XP to get me from 27 to 32 cooking. Pirate Pete is free for 1000 XP in cooking, fishing, smithing, and crafting for 33 cooking and 30 fishing. Plague City, another quest requirement I need, unlock the Artie Teleport, which I actually don't even have the magic level for yet, and 2425 mining XP for 34 mining. Biohazard complete for 1250 Thief XP, no levels. Big Chompy Bird Hunting complete for 262 Fletch XP for 28 fletching, 735 range XP for 31 range, and 1470 cooking XP. So the last few quests I just did were all quest requirements I needed for the last two recipe for disaster parts I'm trying to do, but I still need a higher cooking level of at least 40, so we're going to go get that. There is one quest that I can do for a bit of cooking XP, and that is Tybal One-Eye Trio. It turns out in order to claim the XP, I have to talk to a few guys after the quest, but here I am getting 5k fishing XP for 33, 5k cooking XP for level 36, 2.5k attack and strength, no attack levels, and 49 strength. There are no other quests I can do for cook XP, so let's go train it. There we go, 40 cooking from cooking sardines. The Lumbridge Guide is free from Recipe for Disaster for 2500 cooking and magic XP for level 36 magic. I now need 41 cooking for the last part I'm going to do this episode, which I'm only a little over 1k XP away, so I'm going to cook a few more sardines to get it. 41 cooking. The Ogre is free for 1500 XP in cooking, woodcutting, range, and crafting, giving me 32 range. Anyways, that's going to be the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell if future videos come if you haven't already. Be sure to check out the playlist, link in the description below for more episodes as well. I'll catch you later. Peace.